Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and I'm reading Nova, issue number 3. Guys, Richie Rider's back. I'm just saying, and this is seriously like Richie Rider. He doesn't have the same kind of jokes as Sam Alexander. They're the Richie Rider jokes. So you kind of got the father figure, right? Who'd ever thought of him playing? You remember when he was in the New Warriors? You ever think of him as a father figure? I know we try to forget his time in the New Warriors, but look, the point is that they're sitting there ready to fight these two guys. All right, there's a Chitauri and there's a whole bunch of Chitauris on the outside, and then we got Death's Head, who nobody here actually knows, but we know him, and feel free to check out my Death's Head explained in a minute video. And we've also got Titus. If you've been reading the Sam Alexander Nova comics, then you know who Titus is. He actually thought that he'd killed him at one point, but nope, doesn't happen. We also get to see Cosmo trying to get a few licks in. Okay, not literally, but the idea is that he starts doing his psychic attack, but Death's Head is completely inorganic, so that doesn't work on him. I mean, he's kind of like Professor X in this book, like the most powerful telepath in the world, but completely useless against his specific enemies, namely Juggernaut with his anti-telepathic helmet, and Magneto with his anti-telepathic helmet, and Sentinels who just, they don't need a helmet. So through the battle, they realize that Death's Head has already planted a bomb someplace in the brain of this gigantic celestial in nowhere. So they demand the helmets, and they're thinking about giving over the helmets in a way, but Richie's just trying to stall, and it's great how he just mentions a couple of times the different little sayings here and there. He goes into a funny little spiel about, with great power comes great responsibility. Sam Alexander's like, wait a second, isn't that Spider-Man's thing? He's like, yeah, and he never shuts up about that. You ever notice that? Just really good humor in this. So eventually they decide they're not going to turn over the helmets, and he sends Sam out to go and stop the bomb because Cosmo is able to locate where the bomb should be. Sam's doing a pretty good job, but not fully. He's a lot more powerful, but he doesn't have the control over the power like Richie Rider does. Richie, however, has something else going on. Now, there's been a couple little hints that something happened with him when he was dead. You know, I believe this was just basically back to in the Cancerverse. Well, he's back, but he's got some kind of Cthulhian thing going, and it's really trippy. Like, just nope, not having any of that. So I don't know exactly how this stuff helps him, but he gets more powerful when he does his Cthulhu form. It's like, you remember Buffy the Vampire Slayer? For some reason, did they get more powerful when they put on the ugly face? I don't think they really did. I think it was just like an intimidation factor. Well, apparently Richie is getting more powerful when he does this Cthulhu thing. Anyway, Sam does not ever find out about it the entire time, and it's probably a good thing because, yeah, I would go into a whole Dracula creep mode kind of thing myself. But Richie takes care of the other guys, and eventually they wind up teleporting away because he's got to run off and help Sam, who gets knocked unconscious, and Richie does his Cthulhu thing again, and Sam doesn't notice again because he's knocked out, and just really convenient. Really convenient. So I can't wait to see the big reveal on here. What's going to be freaky is that we do get some retro stuff here where he's looking at this picture of him in the New Warriors, and he's looking at him in a picture with Gamora, and Gamora is looking at a picture of him at the exact same time, and it almost seems like they're right across the bar from each other, but they're apparently not. But they're going to meet next issue, and I really can't wait to see what happens with these two, because that was a very cool relationship. Anyway, guys, just for nostalgia purposes alone, this thing should get a high grade. I'm going to give this a B. I really enjoyed this comic. It's not like, you know, wow, cool, like as an individual issue, but in the series so far, this is turning out to be a very fun series to read. We're only 3 issues in, and this is already going to be a part of my poll. Anyway, guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, class dismissed.